In the next 40 odd minutes, I'm going to talk to you about the iKredit360 platform, a platform which we are launching today, specially built for India. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Rajesh Saxena, and I run the retail banking business for Intellect. So in today's session, I'm going to be talking in 5 sections. iKredit360 platform was launched in Europe in July 2021. And during this short period of time, we've had considerable learnings and some successes both with our customers and prospects. So what I'm going to be sharing today is what are our learnings that we've got from Europe, and more importantly, how we are incorporating those learnings as we bring the iKredit360 platform to India. In section 2, I'll talk about the India credit opportunity. What is the end customer, the Indian end customer looking for from a credit perspective? And basis that, what are the bankers' imperatives as they look at designing credit technology platforms? In section 3, I'll talk about the 5 key USPs of iKredit360 platform in India. And then in the final 2 sections, we'll do a little bit of deep dive on the SME marketplace and the credit card marketplace. So I think when we talk to the various European customers, bankers, both customers and prospects, they talked about six key imperatives that Europe is facing as they look at credit as a business. So I think the first imperative for them was they were looking for a context-aware, frictionless, and omni-channel experience. I think most of the banks in Europe are moving towards responsible lending. Therefore, transparency and ESG are becoming very important for European banks. Most of the bankers talked about saying speed to market and launching new products was a key imperative for them, and that too for segment-specific opportunities or propositions. And what's more, they are looking at this to be done not by the technology staff, the vendor staff, but the bank staff themselves to be able to do. So the credit platform should have the ability to launch quick products, quick market products, and that too, which can be launched on the fly. Europe is all about ecosystem. So how do we leverage the extended ecosystem was a key imperative for these banks. We talked about data in Arun's section. How do you leverage both external and internal data and large sets of data and drive insightful insights from them, and how do you use them to nudge the customer to take an action? And of course, last but not the least, a holistic view of the risk. The key trends, of course, are built on hyper-efficiency, hyper-agility, and credit convergence coming together. So I think at this point of time, I'm going to play a very short video. This is the video that we prepared for when we launched iKredit360 in Europe. This will probably give you a little bit of context of what was our thinking when we launched this product in Europe. So as I said, in the short period of time that we launched this product in Europe, we've had considerable success. We've been well recognized by analysts as well as our customers. So I think, in fact, IBS Intelligence rated us as #1 lending platform in 2022. Video, which is our customer, one of our customers in Europe, and how they are using iKredit360 platform in their credit journey. Just as a context, Resource Bank, it's a digital bank, digital Nordic bank based out of Sweden, but they do business in Norway, Finland, and Denmark, and they are probably one of the leaders of sales finance business in Nordics, and they claim to say that they were the first to launch BNPL in Europe. So let's hear Sebastian, who's the CIO, and Andreas, who's the Chief Operating Officer, talk about iKredit360 platform.
Mainly the vision of Resource Bank is becoming the first primary niche bank that all customers would interact with. To become the payment bank within Sweden that can offer products that is sustainable, that is digital, but also responsible in many perspectives. Cooperation together with Intellect and choosing the platform gives us numerous of capabilities and also options for implementing our vision. The open API structure is, of course, one of the most important parts which the platform supports us with. The iKredit360 platforms gives us, on the business area retail finance, strong possibilities to develop the business area. This means that with the open API platform that this provides us, we can share data, we can give data, and we can communicate in a brand new different way in real time with our consumers, and also provide products put us in the place of #1 on the Nordic market again.
I believe iKredit360 will drive very good operational efficiency in terms of having better and more efficient processes, less admin work, actually working with the things that are important and not the stuff that it's time consuming. Also, it will give us a more cross-functional overview over our process and our things that we do. So in the end, it's all about having a better cost efficiency throughout the whole of the company.
Let's move to sections 2 and get deep dive into India and talk about the Indian credit opportunity. And when we look at today's Indian customer, what are we seeing as trends? So I think Indian customer is spoiled for choice, and therefore he needs the freedom to choose from a variety of non-binding credit offers. They need everything to be real-time, online. They want their loan to be approved and sanctioned immediately, or a cards within minutes. A unified experience across channels, whether he is using a mobile app or a web site or walking to the branch, the customer expects a common uniform experience. The fourth point is an important point, which is about embedding credit in his lifestyle. Let's take an example. A customer is on an Amazon website and is buying a refrigerator. And he wants to take a loan at that particular point of time. The customer expects the bank, his or her bank, to be embedded in the Amazon website so that that loan process can be seamlessly done. He doesn't want to get out of Amazon website, go into the bank website, apply for a loan, get the loan, and come back. So I think that frictionless experience is what is the Indian customer is expecting for. And I think this is a very important thing for banks, is how do they make their credit products available in the customer lifestyle journey. And of course, the customer of today wants to digitally execute documents without visiting a branch. So if these are the customer needs, when we talk to the various CEOs of the bank, whether the retail bank heads, the CIOs or the credit managers, this is what they're telling us. From an imperative perspective, when they're designing a credit technology platform, what are their key imperatives? The first key imperative, and that's important for India, is the ability to match the pace of demand of acceleration. We see a lot of credit acceleration opportunity in India, and especially in SME space and the credit card space. So the banks are looking for a platform which can scale up to these needs. And we all know that in an Indian market, the applications don't come on an average way. There are a huge peaks and troughs, right? At the quarter end, you'll suddenly see a huge volume of applications. So the platform should be able to not only scale up for the acceleration, but should be able to take the peaks and troughs which come with the business requirement. The second piece is really, we heard the customer saying that the customer wants an instant decision. How do you do an instant decision? That you can do when you have the ability to aggregate data digitally, both from external sources and internal sources, to make instant and fast decisions. So that's the second imperative that the banks tell us. Ability to forecast risk and proactively modify review mechanisms is the third imperative. I think this is the other key piece. So a couple of years back, if you look at, let's take the example of credit card origination. Most of the credit card origination a couple of years back for a bank would come through proprietary channels. Today, the whole model has changed. Most of the customer acquisitions are now coming through partner channels, whether it is Paytm, whether it's Bajaj Finserv, or it's Flipkart. Most of the banks today are getting their customers, credit card customers, through these partner apps. So how do you seamlessly integrate with these fintechs and partners so that the customer, when he's on a partner website, can be taken end-to-end in a totally, completely frictionless way and can be provided credit, is a very important imperative from a bank perspective. I think we talked about how, as the business volumes grow, the cost cannot go up linearly. So they're looking at cost efficiencies. And of course, they're looking at a comprehensive credit cycle management with enhanced flexibility. They don't want to go to different vendors, one for origination, one for loan management, and one for collect. They're saying, can you take care of the entire life cycle management for us? So these are the 6 key imperatives of the banks as they look at a credit technology platform. So this is basis our learning and this key imperatives. This is what we came up for India, iKredit360 platform for India. We believe that this platform, which is a specialist credit platform, can really help democratize credit in this country. So let me talk you through the key 5 USPs of this platform. The first piece is really, it's an end-to-end Asset 360 platform. So in the Indian market, there are multiple credit products which are available. You could have, on one hand, microfinance, you could have gold loans, you could have agricultural lending, you could have SME financing, credit card. The kind of products which are available is a huge number. And this platform allows the bank to be able to offer all these products on the fly. The second piece which is important is the entire life cycle management, whether it's origination, whether it's loan servicing, loan management, or collect. The iKredit360 platform allows the banks to do the end-to-end management. So that's why we call this as an 360 end-to-end Asset 360 platform. The second key feature of iKredit360 platform is really the heart of this platform is the technology. And this technology, as Arun said in the earlier session, is microservices based, event driven, open API enabled, cloud native, and headless architecture. And why this is important for the banks? Because this is what will give you the future resilience. This is what will give you the scalability, and this is what will give you the security. So this is the second key USP of iKredit360 platform. I think through our iTurmeric platform, we have the ability to compose business components. You can take iKredit360 APIs, you can take partner APIs. I can use iTurmeric to compose independent business components. And I think this is where a key strength of iKredit360 comes. We are launching this platform which comes pre-integrated with many fintechs and partner solutions. This is a very key benefit that the banks will get, because if you want to launch a product quickly in the market, the pre-integrated is what really helps you. And this will save the bank a lot of time, cost, and effort. And this comes as a PaaS model with a very low upfront payment and pay-as-you-grow commercial model. So 5 key USPs of iKredit360. So let me show you a short video summarizing this.
In today's world, it's user-centric design that is driving this quantum jump in the financial landscape. Mass transactions won't cut it. Customers seek personalized and seamless lifestyle experiences. In the DNA of New Credit, the building blocks are speed, seamlessness, scalability, and flexibility. At IGCB Intellect, we realized boundaries belong to a bygone era and designed a credit platform for connected ecosystems, both customer-centric and future-ready. Introducing iKredit360, a complete asset 360-degree platform for all your customers' credit needs. With iKredit360, you can launch curated credit experiences with Mac architecture, powered by customizable extensibility kits. Ensure rapid go-to-market with 270 plus pre-built business capabilities. Leverage an inbuilt India-ready ecosystem to increase your addressable market. Provide a seamless digital onboarding experience, enabling instant credit. Drive value creation through differentiated solutions. Launch your credit business in 50 days with minimal capex commitment. Leverage the power of convergence and revolutionize the credit experience for yourself and your clients. With iKredit360, better credit by design.
So I think, so this is how we have really architected this. This is the blueprint of iKredit360. So on the top layer, you see various products. And for this purpose, I've only mentioned 4 products: SME credit, digital credit, retail credit, gold loans. There can be many more on this slide. And then we have structured this platform into various offices: customer office, underwriting office, RM office, agencies, the third-party agencies that we use. It could be CPV or collector agency, product management office, which is very key from a configurator perspective, product configurator and product management perspective, collection office, operations office, lifestyle management, risk and compliance, and of course, a combination of ecosystem partners. So in the next slide, I've animated this slide, next slide, which will give you the next level of detail about each of these products and each of these offices. So SME credit, these are the types of digital cards you can offer: retail credit, gold loans, the customer office now. So the various points they can come in, and what are the various features which are available. Underwriting office, which is policy, eligibility, deviations, approval, and mitigation. Relationship manager, especially in certain businesses like SME business, relationship manager have a very important role. Agency, which could be a CPV agency, collections mobility, legal agency. This is a key one product management office, which has product configurator, campaign management, customization, limits and collateral. Collections office. Our operations office, which is all about post-approval processing, dispersal processing, and this continues. Life cycle management, origination, booking, loan management, limit management, collateral management, fraud and risk, transaction processing. Rewards management from a cards perspective, debt management, campaign management, data lakes and analytics. Risk and compliance office now, which is about review and exposure monitoring reports. And of course, ecosystem partners, which includes cloud, and we'll talk a little bit about this data aggregation, financial valuation, borrower analysis. So the second key USP of iKredit360 platform is about the architecture. I think we already talked about this. The architecture is EMAC architecture, completely event-driven. We've used the latest technology, best of breed and latest technology. Most of this technology is open source that ensures that there is the future resilience of this product. From a iTurmeric perspective, we have this capability of adapting, composing, and extended. I talked about how we can use our APIs, iKredit360 APIs, and partner APIs, and through this composability platform, we can compose new business components, we can extend business components. Harmonized ops, when we move from a monolithic to a distributed architecture, observability becomes a very important operations point. So we've incorporated that in our iKredit360 platform. Security, right? We heard about this in the earlier presentation. Security is a very important topic, and therefore iKredit360 platform comes with an inbuilt, uncompromising security protocols, and of course embedded AI, which is what we are using AI to simplify business challenges. So I'll just show you a short slide about how this is really built. So this is the core. These are the microservices, which we call them as domain microservices, enterprise and foundational microservices. This is the iTurmeric platform, and these services talk through action APIs, inquiry APIs, experience APIs, and they can emit events and can consume events. These are the technologies that we are using. We are using Spring Boot, we are using Kafka, we are using Kubernetes platform, and today iKredit360 platform is certified on Oracle and Postgre. And I talked about the ACE fabric by which we can adapt, compose, and extend, harmonized ops, robustness assurance, and create AI. And this platform can be accessed by the bank staff, by the bank's customer, can be accessed by the bank's partner, fintech partners, developers, digital agencies, as well as RMs, and they can access this through standard UI, which could be a desktop or a tablet. It could be a microsite. It could be their own UI, API exchange, or a sandbox, and of course apps, both field collection and RM apps. The third key value is how we can use our iTurmeric solution from three benefits. It has the capability of orchestration, extensibility and integration. So in a credit business, integration with other players is a very key ask. So iTurmeric helps us with quick integration. And I think this is where we bring value to the banks by coming with a pre-integrated with best-in-class fintech partners, so that the banks don't have to do that work and they can launch credit products very quickly. So I think what iKredit360 comes with this pre-integrated with some of these fintechs and partners. On the financial side, most of you must have heard about Perfios, Finsoft. It comes pre-integrated with that, with the credit bureaus, Experian, CRISIL, CIBIL, and TransUnion. From a data aggregation perspective, SignZ. From greenification perspective, it comes already pre-integrated with some of the key ESG players in India, valuation and verification. And of course, it comes integrated with card services, card network, messaging, utilities, and payments. So this is the benefit that the banks get, that if they come on our platform, they get the use of this integration with all these important fintechs and partners. This platform that we are launching in India is hosted on AWS Cloud. It helps in reducing business and technology risk, and therefore it reduces the maintenance costs and provides higher agility and scalability. I talked about this. This is available as a PaaS with a low subscription upfront amount and a subscription. And the subscription is based on the number of transactions, number of users, and the features that the banks use. So that was really about iKredit360. I'm going to talk very shortly about SME marketplace and the credit card. We believe that iKredit360 platform can help launch, for a bank, can help launch the SME business in 50 days, because it comes with all the products, all the life cycle, and pre-integrated with the key fintechs and partners. And from a credit card perspective, you can really reimagine, it allows the banks to reimagine their credit card canvas, and they can actually launch the first truly green card in this country. This is one of the learnings that we picked up from Europe. So from an SME perspective, so if you look at the SME business in India, it's a very complex business, and you can see that there are 14 products, credit products, which are available for an SME in India, right? Which could be from simple product like a term loan finance to a working capital loan, and all the way as complicated as a leasing, a financial leasing or an operating lease. So these are the 14 products which are available for an SME in India. And you look at the loan life cycle, origination, loan management, servicing, limit and collateral management, loan life cycle. From a functional perspective, iKredit360 has eligibility calculations, policy checks, score computation, and offer generation. It has configurable tools, and it comes with a ready-made interfaces already built with the key fintech and partners. And I think that's where we bring this value for a business, for a bank who wants to really look at launching SME credit business. This is the right platform.
Indigenous, innovative, Indian. That's our nation's MSME story. Our MSME sector is our backbone of growth. However, bottlenecks in access to capital due to exhaustive documentation and fragmented or unreliable data stymies the sector and stagnates the nation's progress. The MSME lending financial ecosystem demands new energy. IGCB Intellect is all set to recalibrate the landscape with the launch of a new solution from our acclaimed iKredit360 platform. iKredit360 SME Marketplace. Curate unique credit experiences for SMEs. Drive application to sanction in minutes. Accelerate your business growth. Manage risks in real time. Pre-integrated with best-in-class fintech partners to offer differentiated solutions. New tech that promises to usher in a new tomorrow in SME lending. The iKredit360 SME marketplace. From untapped potential to powerful progress. The journey begins here. The journey begins now.
So I think I'm now going to talk about 3 key user stories of SME marketplace, which we think really can help the bank's business and distinguishes our iKredit360 platform. The first journey is about driving application to sanction. We saw in one of the Indian customer needs is about instant decisioning, instant credit, and how do you use multiple information from a wide range of structured and unstructured database for faster credit decisioning. We do work with one of the largest private sector banks in this country, which is the market leader for SME business in India. And in that, we do 50 API calls to actually to fetch data, authenticate this data and analyze this data for them to make instant credit decisions. We have configurable rule engine to automate eligibility computations, generate offers, and provide sanctions instantaneously. And the new feature, and this is a very important feature that we built in, is the assistant relationship manager journey. So how this helps is, let's say a customer is doing a self onboarding from an SME perspective, and he or she gets stuck. At that particular point of the time, the customer can go and take the help of an RM, and RM can then work with the customer in an assisted journey so that the end-to-end customer can be taken to from an application stage to a sanction stage. And that's really helps in reducing the friction that could be there or the dropouts which could be there if the customer does not have that help. So this is something that we have developed with one of these largest private sector banks, which is an assisted RM journey. I think the platform comes with a capability where the customer can self-initiate and onboard himself. It could be an RM-assisted journey, and more importantly now, we are also seeing co-origination with fintechs. So most of these banks are now getting customers to come from aggregator websites like bankbazaar.com, insurance websites, etc. So we have collaborated with them to see how the banks can use all this ecosystem to get acquisition, end-to-end SME credit management. The platform allows you to do that, and this helps in removing the constraints of business hours, availability of RM service staff, and the productivity challenges. And of course, I talked about this as a commercial model. This is a model where you pay as you grow, subscription-based model. I think the third user story I want to talk about is how we are using AI in SME lending. I think we have Intellect Sherlock. This is a proprietary AI engine that we built in Intellect, which can scan the external environment for events which impact your portfolio and can give you early warning signals to the bank. Through this platform, we can manage exposures, and this exposure can be managed at a customer level, it can be managed at a group level, it can be managed at a currency level or a segment or a collateral level. And of course, the other piece that we are using AI is that we are looking at patterns, past patterns for both external and internal data, and we can look at and we can have propensity models where we can predict delinquencies, and this can help bank to take early remedial action. So all these user stories come pre-fabricated and pre-integrated with the SME marketplace. Let me move on to cards. From a cards marketplace perspective, we have one of the widest products, as well as from a depth perspective, the very deep product, and it starts with cards origination, transaction processing, payment processing, customer services, installments, fraud, rewards management, authorization, financial accounting, collections, and you can use this platform for credit cards, debit cards, prepaid, and wallets. And what's unique about this platform is that it comes with the customer front-end app, both the mobile app as well as the website, and we also give a portal to the bank staff to manage this. So a very comprehensive, very rich, broad, and depth cards platform. And I think and I'm going to talk about 5 key user stories in the card space. This is my personal favorite. This is a learning that we have from Europe. What we do is we have the capability to be able to tell the customer in his app what is the carbon content he or she is creating for every transaction. So it's visible to the customer, and the customer can greenify this through this app by paying money to a charity of his or her choice, which can use to plant greens. So this really brings, it really brings a consciousness in the customer's mind about the carbon footprint that he or she is creating. It motivates them to donate for social environmental causes, and the ESG rule engine that we have aligned for this platform is built to international standards. And all this can be done by the customer. There's no need for the customer to either call the bank or go or talk or visit a branch. Everything can be done through the app. So that's a first user story. The second user story is really about value creation. As I said, it comes pre-integrated, so most of the utility bills can be done through the credit card, standing instruction, and of course lounge access through partners can be done. It comes inbuilt. I think we work with one of the largest foreign banks in this country, and there they do a lot of sourcing through a partner digital channel, and the origination is built in such a way that a customer can come into a partner digital channel. We can take the journey from there all the way up to approval and issue a virtual card instantaneously. We use AI/ML model. In many cases, the customer may not provide us the income statement, or the income statement needs to be authenticated. So we build AI/ML models which can estimate customers' income so that the right credit limit can be assigned to the customer, and of course a totally instant and paperless KYC completion which is done, and it's pre-integrated with the Aadhaar database. This is the card app, the service app. The customer has the ability to do multiple functions, card upgrades, card control, where the customer can limit the channel usage for both domestic and overseas card through the app, and of course easy EMI, which is a very important feature in this market, where every transaction can be split into EMIs. I think it also comes, the product is very configurable. You can configure this product very quickly to launch differentiated products. Spend analyzer, it comes with a spend analyzer where customers can track their spending across categories, intelligent tracking, and enhanced security.
In today's ever-evolving and dynamic world of credit cards, customer acquisition, retention, and risk management are 3 critical strategies to follow. The leaders are prioritizing the ecosystem over the product, launching innovative product offers which beat the world, leveraging a rich partner ecosystem, pushing a digital-first lifestyle with speed and convenience, powered by state-of-the-art tech and 3 decades of full-suite banking expertise. IGCB Intellect introduces the first product from our acclaimed iKredit360 platform, iKredit360 Cards. With the power and flexibility to build your cards canvas in 50 days. Reimagine the limitless possibilities of a new age credit canvas with the iKredit360 Cards Edge. Onboard customers seamlessly in less than 2 minutes. Provide ecosystem-enabled value creation. Drive sustainability in payments one swipe at a time. Put the control in the hands of your customer. Ensure customer delight with high personalization and security. Designed with a curated blueprint, both customer-centric and wired for a seamless experience. With a mission to reach a new frontier in the purchase experience, unlocking a higher plane of innovation and affordability, and offering an unprecedented suite of choice to the end customer. Billion aspirations, one card. iKredit360 Cards platform.
So I think this is my last slide. So in summary, we believe that iKredit360 platform for India has limitless opportunities for the banks in this country. It's the first time that we are bringing a product which has all the types of credit which are available for the banks to launch very quickly. It comes with a pre-integrated with most of the important fintechs and partners, and it is available on a pay-as-you-grow model. We believe, I'm using Jonathan's words, we believe that iKredit360 will democratize credit in this country. Thank you so much.